But let's come on to some pretty serious stuff to do with defence. A little while ago, we challenged local Plymouth Tory MP Oliver Colvile because Oliver had been saying very clearly in the local paper that there was evidence for the fact that the men who were killed in the drone strike were plotting to carry out atrocities. So we emailed the man direct and we said, Mr. Colvile, can you tell us whether you've seen the evidence, what form it was in? He didn't respond, so we sent him a reminder, and he still hasn't responded. Remember, this was publicised by the local paper. He had effectively seen the evidence which justified the murder of these two men. That's the expression I'm going to use. Well, we went looking for him today to see how we could get in contact with him in person. We had a quick look on Google, Google being your friend, and quite a bit about Mr. Colvile, but we spotted this. It said, just asked for a debate on the decline in the population of hedgehogs. Well, clearly in light of ISIS and the refugee crisis and people being killed in drone strikes, the little hedgehog is an important topic. And here it is by Mr. Colvile. He's asked for the debate in the decline of the hedgehogs. Never mind the decline in human beings in the Middle East as they're murdered by British weapons and the Conservative Party. He's started a campaign. He's going to be launching a petition to save this little creature. This is real. I am not making this up as some form of cartoon material. This is a British MP who is secretary to Ministry of Defence members, and his priority in the current climate is hedgehogs. Well, we decided to do some proper analysis on this, exclusive UK column graph highlighting the risk of declining intelligence for Conservative MPs. So here we are, the X and Y axes. Down at the bottom we've got essentially low risk, and we've got high risk up at the top. Here we are. Risk of Cameron's political drone murders, risk of the drone murders for hedgehogs. Stay with it. This is intelligence. This is straight out of the Conservative Party and Mr. Colvile. Well, it's taken Russia today to point out that Cameron's list of potential victims for killing by drone is unbelievably serious, not picked up by the BBC or British national press. It's taken Russia today to do that. Dropping a little bit in, I'm going to say, the intelligence issue, we've got Tory MP David Davis. He says, well, there's a bit of doubt about whether there was any justification for the killings. And bring at the right-hand side of the graph here, Oliver Colvile, well, he thinks the most important thing is the hedgehog campaign. So we're going to say that Conservative MP intelligence and common sense in rapid decline. Is it any wonder that we've got these amazing problems going on in Britain today? Now, in case somebody says to us, you've been grossly unfair to Mr. Oliver Colvile, we thought we'd cover that issue. We've actually done a bit more work, so we think we've solved the hedgehog mystery. Let's have a look at how we've done that. Well, we think that Oliver Colvile has confused a World War II anti-submarine weapon with a small spiky creature. Let's have a look at how that happened. Here's the Second World War. This is basically a series of bombs which are launched ahead of the ship to hit an enemy submarine. It was called Hedgehog, it was real, and this is a hedgehog. So we can understand the similarities here. We just label it so that we're clear. Here's the World War II hedgehog weapon. Here is the hedgehog, and of course the hedgehog simply said it's very easy to confuse Oliver Colvile. Well, if you think that's bad enough, we'd just like to say what the real risk to the hedgehog population is, because luckily I can tell viewers that I have quite a lot of hedgehogs in my back garden, and here was one of the little creatures we spotted. Just in case you're confused, the hedgehog is down here. He's called Mr. Spiny Norman, and the creature up here is Oliver Colvile. And exclusive UK images, slaughter in the rural Devon countryside, largely because of this. And we're not sure whether the plan is that we're going to use drone attacks to kill those hedgehogs. I'm making light of a very, very serious subject, but this is the state of Britain in 2015, where we have elected members of Parliament who talk about the deaths of human beings and fail to provide the evidence for the form of those deaths, and they then attempt to distract the public with topics which are clearly very low on the priority scale. So as far as I'm concerned, as an owner of a garden full of hedgehogs, I think you've got your priorities mixed up, Mr. Colvile. Intelligence problems, I think there's some serious ones here. Common sense down to nothing.